Free Range Yoga. My name's Kristen MacDC. I am on Anna Maria Island this morning, and I thought I'd do a sun salutation for you. So let's come to the top of our mats. Bring our feet together, roll our shoulders back, close down our eyes, take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, let it go. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, let it all go. Blink your eyes open. Inhale, raise your arms overhead. Let your right wrist or your right hand grab your left wrist. Draw your shoulders down. Inhale, get long in your spine. Exhale, gentle side bend to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Switch your grip. Draw your shoulders down. Get long in your spine. Exhale, gentle side bend to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Cactus your arms. Lift your chest, baby back bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, dive yourself forward. Arms go wide. And then take your feet out more than hip width apart. Grab opposite elbows, sway side to side. You can bend into one knee and then the other. Let your head hang heavy. Release any tension. Just let yourself go. Bring your fingertips to the mat. Heel toe your feet together. Inhale, halfway lift with a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms sweep overhead. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, come back. Exhale, dive your chest forward. Inhale, halfway lift. This time, plant your palms, step your right foot back, followed by your left, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Exhale, come all the way back. Release your back toes. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, come down. Curl your back toes, push up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. Bring your foot forward between your hands, look forward. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms sweep overhead. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale. Take your chest up. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step your left foot back, out by your right, downward facing dog. Shift forward, plank. Exhale, down to the mat. Release your back toes. Inhale, press your toes into the mat, curl your shoulders back. Lift your gaze, baby cobra. Exhale, come down. Curl your toes, push up, downward facing dog. Take your left foot high, step it in between your hands, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep overhead. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, lift your chest. Baby back bend. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, bring your hands down. Interlace your fingers. This time, Take your chest towards the sky and then dive your chest forward. Release your hands. Step your right foot back, followed by your left, downward facing dog. Shift forward plank. Take your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take your right foot high. Step your foot in between your hands. Look forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arm sweep overhead. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, come up. Take your hands behind your back. Switch your grip. Lift your chest. Bring your shoulder blades together and then dive your chest forward. Take your hands to the mat. Step your left foot back, followed by your right, downward facing dog. Shift forward plank. Elbows at 90, chaturanga. Inhale, roll your shoulders back. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Step it forward. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arm sweep overhead. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, baby back bend. This time, bring your arms up. Bring your toes to touch, feet together, and then start to sit your hips low. Lifting your chest, keeping your arms long and extended, pushing your weight into your heels. Inhale, come up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. This time, plant your palms and jump back to downward dog or chaturanga. We'll meet in downward dog. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your right leg high. Step it forward. Spin 45 degrees on your back foot. Lift up for warrior one. Pushing your pelvis forward. Right knee stacks over right ankle. Lifting your gaze. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the mat. Step back for plank pose. Take your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Step your foot forward. Spin that back foot at 45. Inhale. Rise up, warrior one. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the mat. Step your foot back. Take your flow. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Take your big toes to touch. Come high on the balls of your feet. Bend your knees, look forward, hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arm sweep overhead. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, back to center. Baby back bend. Inhale, come up. Exhale, sit low, chair pose. Lifting your chest, pressing your heels into the ground. Sit your butt low. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, dive your chest forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your palms, step right foot back. Lift up. High lunge. Work to get your front thigh parallel with the ground. Straighten your back leg. Press into your feet. Press your back heel towards the ground. And then let your left arm swing behind you, right hand in front for a twist. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist the other way. Inhale, come up. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Get wide in your stance. Square your shoulders towards the side wall. Broaden through your collarbones. Arms are long and strong. There's a line of energy flowing through them. Send your gaze over your front palm. Reverse your warrior. Inhale, come back up, warrior two, and then send your torso all the way forward. Hand comes to the ground. Top arm comes overhead, reaching forward. Press into your feet. Sink your hips a little bit deeper. Look towards the sky. Breathe. Inhale, come up, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Take one full breath. Take your big toes to touch. Come high on the balls of your feet. Look forward, hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift with a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms sweep overhead. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, back to center. Baby back bend. Inhale, come up. Sit low, chair pose. Inhale, come up straight. Exhale, dive your chest forward. Inhale, halfway lift, and then plant your palms, step your left foot back. Rise up, high lunge. Get settled in your lunge, pressing your back heel towards the earth, working your front thigh to get parallel. Send your right arm behind you, left arm in front for a twist. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist the other way. Sending your gaze with your hand. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Get wide in your stance. Broaden through your collarbones. Square your shoulders to the side wall. And then send your gaze over the front. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Take it into a side bend. Back hand is resting on your back leg. Come back, warrior two. Rebend into your front knee. Shift yourself forward. Take your hand to the mat. Top arm comes overhead. Chest is opening. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the mat or toe. Step back. Take your flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big toes come to touch. Come high on the balls of your feet. Bend your knees. Hop it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms sweep overhead. Exhale, hands at heart center. Bring your hands to Tadasana. We're going to take tree pose. Straighten out my toe here, and I'm going to face you. You can stay at the top of your mat. So pick up your toes and then place them down on the mat. Ground down through your feet. Feel the earth supporting you. And start to shift your weight into your left foot, picking up your right, drawing it alongside your calf, or maybe you place it on the inside of your thigh, but never on the knee. Inhale, arms reach overhead, long and straight. Find a point to gaze at. Press your foot into your thigh into your foot. And release. And shake it out, we'll go to the other side. Pick up your toes. Find a good place on the sand to stand. Ground down through your feet. Feel the earth supporting you. Start to shift your weight into your right foot, picking up your left. Place your foot on your calf, or you can lift it up above your knee always to your inner thigh. Find your point to gaze at. Lift your arms long and straight overhead. Keep opening up through your hip. Push your foot into your thigh into your foot. And release. Come to the top of your mat. Inhale, arms sweep overhead. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, come up. Baby back bend, opening up through your chest. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, dive your heart forward. Inhale, halfway lift. This time, plant your palms, jump back to downward dog or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take your right leg high. Bring your knee towards your nose. And then towards your right hand. Bringing your foot towards your left. We're going to come down for Pigeon Pose. Your left foot is pointing in line with your leg. You don't have to have your front shin parallel with the mat. Just make sure that your hips are even. You can slightly draw your right hip back. Inhale, lift your chest up. And just breathe. We're going to stay open and lifted towards the sky. If you'd like, you can walk your hands to the side for a moment for a little spinal twist, sending your gaze over your shoulder. Slowly come back to center. Press your palms into the earth. Lift up for one-legged plank. Send your heart forward. Inhale, upward facing dog, tapping your foot to the earth. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take that all to the other side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Bring your knee towards your nose, and then your knee towards your left wrist. Your foot towards your hand. Staying lifted, gazing at your back foot, making sure you're in alignment. Draw your left hip back slightly, your right hip forward, square your hips towards the mat. Keep yourself lifted. And if you'd like, you can walk your hands over to the side, gazing over your left shoulder for a twist. And slowly come back. Press your palms to the earth. Lift up for one-legged plank. Shift yourself forward. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take your knees wide. Big toes to touch, sit back. Child's pose, bringing your head to the earth. Melting your sits bones towards your heels. And then take your elbows to the earth. Walk your elbows a little bit forward. Place your hands in prayer above your head for a little chest opening. Send your hands to the earth. Come to a tabletop position. Cross your ankles. Come to sit down on your mat. Bring yourself to the middle. Place your hands behind you, fingertips pointing out. Feet are wide, hip width apart. Inhale, raise your hips. Reverse tabletop. Exhale, send your hips through your hands. Inhale, come up. Exhale, send your hips through your hands. Inhale one last time. Exhale. Come through, sit your butt on the earth. And then bring yourself forward. We're going to do a little back release here. Take your feet width of the mat, fingertips pointing out, windshield wiper your legs. And then come all the way around to face the back. Bring yourself down to your forearms. Get a nice stretch in your back. Twisting from your core. And slowly come back to center. We'll take it all to the other side. Feet are the width of the mat. We're windshield wipering our legs, fingertips pointing out. Come all the way to the left. Turn towards the back, and then bring yourself down to your forearms if you'd like, or stay high. Always twisting from your core. Releasing a little bit more with every exhale. Slowly come back to center. Take your arms out in front of you. Start to bring yourself all the way down to the mat. Bringing your knees towards your chest. Take your hands on top of your knees. Make large dinner plate circles rolling out your sacrum. One way, and then let's go the other way. Bring your feet to the mat. I'm just going to scoot a little bit forward here. And we're going to take a round of bridge and a round of wheel if you would like, or you can do 2 rounds of bridge. So place your feet right behind your sits bones. Feet are hip width apart. Arms are long beside you. Your chin is slightly tucked towards your chest. Inhale, raise your hips. And if you'd like, flip your palms and start to shift your shoulders underneath you. Raising your hips a little bit more. Pressing into all 4 corners of your feet. And slowly release one shoulder and the other, and vertebrae by vertebrae all the way down to the mat. Take the soles of your feet to touch, knees spread wide. One hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Rest here for a moment. Bring your hands under your thighs. Bring your knees together. You can do a second round of bridge, or you can do wheel with me. I'll cue you through wheel. Feel free to interlace your fingers underneath you if you're doing that second round of bridge. So wherever you are this moment, no judgment. If you're not up for wheel, that's okay. Bring your feet hip width apart. Bring your hands alongside your head. Fingertips are facing your shoulders. You're going to bring your head to the earth, and then you're going to push your hips towards the sky. So inhale, head to the earth. Maybe you want to walk your hands a little bit closer, lift up. Come all the way back down slowly. Bringing your arms along your side. Take your feet the width of the mat. Knock your knees together. Rest here. Hug your knees into your chest. Take your shins parallel with the earth. Tee your arms. And then send your knees all the way to the right. Releasing that lower back. Send your gaze to the left. Inhale, slowly come back to center. And then we'll switch sides. Send your knees to the left. Sending your gaze to the right. And slowly come back to center. Hug your knees into your chest one more time. Then send your legs long. One and the other. Send your arms long beside you. And rest. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Rock your head from side to side. Bring your feet to the mat. And then roll over to your right side, cradling your head, bending your knees. Push up, seated. Bring your hands to heart center. Take a long inhale through your nose. Long exhale out your mouth. Thank you for joining my practice today.